right, and we are back with our third conversation for this morning. And we have our friends over from the Ariel Rosado Foundation. And we have in with us none other than Miss Sylvia Cattouse, who is a board member and a member of the Education Committee of the Ariel Rosado Foundation, as well as Mr. Jermaine Hyde, and he's a board member of the Ariel Rosado Foundation.
Good morning.
Good morning to both of you.
Good morning, April. Good morning, Paul.
It's a pleasure to have you back. This is an annual conversation.
This is an annual conversation.
And every time you come back, we're excited because we know you're encouraging Belizeans to get out there, get active, get moving. And I hope list not full up already, like last year. By the time when we come, we never had space to nobody else, I think.
No,
but let's talk about the Ariel Rosado Foundation and what it is.
All right, so the Ariel Rosado Foundation was really something positive that came out of a tragedy. Yeah. We all know the life of our dear friend and colleague Ariel Rosado. Right. It's been 11 years now that the foundation has started, and the focus has been on getting students that acting as a facility to get students there that education. Okay. Right, and so over the years we've focused on students from across the country and trying to get them scholarships for starting from primary school right up to Galen University. Actually.
So in 2012, from the inception, Galen was one of the partners with the Ariel Rosado Foundation. Since that time, we have graduated 7 Galen Eagles who came through us on Ariel Rosado Foundation scholarships.
So that we
offer. In fact, fun fact and very important fact actually is that the current cross-country champion was the first Ariel Rosado graduate from Galen University.
You lie.
Nope. No.
Wow.
Oscar. Yes. April, I don't know if he was there when you were there.
He was a little bit after my time. Let's not age me today.
Okay. So
you guys
and these
must
are
have felt
these
proud
are
about
100% scholarships that Galen University gives. What has really been very rewarding to the foundation lately is that we have managed so far to take one student from Pelote all the way through Pelote, then all the way through Galen University, and currently we have our student in our VETech program who went all the way through SCA and a Ariel Rosado Foundation scholarship, and she's now going through a Galen scholarship through the Ariel Rosado Foundation.
So how do you guys go about selecting these recipients? How do you identify them? Are they chosen from a selected group, as a group identified? How does that work?
Well,
so we're now open for applications. People can go on our FB page, messenger us, or they can go to our Donuts Bike Shop and pick up an application. We have a scholarship committee. We review the applications. The first priority is that the student has to have a need. We want them to have good grades, but the first criteria is that they have to have need. Okay? And then, and of course, they have to be already accepted into a high school.
Okay, interesting. And so, given that Oscar, for example, is from the West, I would imagine you get applications from across the country.
Yes, from across the country.
Okay, interesting. Now, how do you guys go about raising funds? Because that's one of the important parts of financing any scholarship program. How do we go about doing that?
There are numerous ways. Well, we have applicants for, by the way, we have scholars in every district. Every single district we have scholars in, and that is a priority. We make sure that happens. We have individual donors who pay what we call dedicated scholarships. So Paul or April, if you guys want to sponsor a student, or if anybody out there,
Want to sponsor.
If you want a scholarship.
or if anybody out there want to sponsor a student,
Yeah.
it's a good way if you want to put a child through high school to let the Ariel Rosado Foundation's program manage that
Yeah.
scholarship for you. We have various corporate sponsors. Actually, we have many corporate sponsors, and
So how many how many scholarships do you give out? Because you say it's from primary, high school, and of course Yale University. So how many students
Per year?
Yeah, per year.
Well, it's based on, I believe, what the funding allows us,
Okay.
right? But so far, I can say that we've had, like Sylvia mentioned, 2 from Galen. I know that currently we have 10 students from the primary school level
Wow.
that are in, and from the high school we have 40 students.
Wow.
Wow.
that's
Right.
this year.
And you're financing all these students throughout their studies. So if you're in primary school, throughout primary school. If you're in high school, throughout high school.
We can do that. Our primary school program only started a few years
Years
ago,
ago.
so
Yeah.
we're just getting some of them in from high school. But we certainly we provide tuition and books throughout their studies.
Yeah.
One of the things that makes the scholarship from the foundation stands out from the rest is not just us paying the fees and leaving it there. We actually have our committees that goes to the school. We do school visits. We do mentoring with them. We have follow up with their parents. You know, so it's not just providing the scholarship, but being with them every step along the way, ensuring that we foster that relationship between the foundation and the student as well.
Right,
That is
and twice a year. Well, during COVID, we didn't do it. We had to do a virtual, but we meet initially with the parents and the students when we give the scholarship and talk to them about the commitment,
Yes.
and they sign a contract with us. And of course, we have motivational speakers for the students, etc. And then sometime before the end of the first semester of the school year, again, we ask all the parents and students to come, and we meet to find out what are issues that students might be having, and we have small workshops to help to enhance the students, and also to help the parents to understand the commitment
Right.
of getting their child through school.
Now let's talk about this weekend. An
Yes.
event is coming up, huge event, annual event, April 22nd. What is it?
It's one of our larger fundraiser for the year. It's the annual Ariel Rosado ride. This year we've switched. Usually the ride had previously started at the Galen compound in Cayo.
Yeah.
But what we're doing, we're starting in Belize City.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Shorter
that the-
ride.
Much shorter ride. Starting in Belize City at the Galen compound at BIM. And from there we go on to the Philip Wilson Highway,
Yeah.
up to the Chetamal Street bridge. We get onto the George Rice Highway to the roundabout at Hattieville, through Boom, come down through the Link Road, get back on the George Rice
Philip
Highway.
Wilson Highway.
Yes,
All right.
heading down to the Flag Monument. So it's in that figure 8 shape that we've mapped out,
Yeah.
and riders can be assured that we've looked after their safety as we've done in all the previous years. We have commitment from the police department and the transport department, as well as the Belize City Council.
You call it a ride, but it's
Yes.
really a race.
No,
It's a ride.
It's a ride.
It's
Okay.
a ride.
Not a
So Paul, you
So
and
I could go out
April
and
can
ride?
Exactly.
go. Exactly.
And I
could
don't
go
have to
as
be
slow
as
concerned about
possible.
Kaya beating my
Yeah.
chest or somebody.
No sprint for the finish. It's a ride for everyone.
Exactly.
I was prepared.
And so what we do, we have someone who controls the ride, so the ride goes at a certain pace. So naturally,
See, there's no winner or lose your ball.
But of course, naturally, we do have professional riders who join us to support us, and we have to allow them to go at their pace.
Right.
So,
So
What
it's
can we
alright.
do to apply and to be a part of the fundraiser?
Well, we ask a small donation of $25
Okay, there you
to
go.
register with the ride. Children are $10, right? So you register the morning of the ride at the Galen compound. We'll
Okay.
have our personnel out there doing registration.
So it's open.
It's open. It's
Okay.
open.
Any
yes.
amount of people.
Any
any
amount of
amount of people.
Okay, good.
The Galen compound in Belize City. We are located at the BIM Center, right next to Healthcare
Healthcare
Partners. Registration will start at 6 a.m. I believe also registration forms can be picked up at Ordonez Bike Shop.
Okay.
So please come and please register.
Do you
Okay. Yeah.
do you have do you get kids coming and doing
Yes,
the
yes,
ride?
Yes.
yes,
Yeah?
Yes, we do.
We've had one year we had as young as 8 years old.
Wow.
And that was and then when we did the longer ride, we had a 14-year-old. We have so
Younger
families come out.
Families come
Yes.
out.
So, yeah.
It's April 20th today, and then the ride is the 22nd.
22nd,
Saturday.
Saturday.
How early can I apply, or how late can I apply? I guess is the question.
You can check Ordonez Bike Shop anytime now for our registration
Registration form.
forms. And of course, come on Saturday morning, 6 o'clock, and sign up.
Is there a way that if I don't necessarily want to partake in the ride, can I still provide a donation fee? And how?
Yes. Yes, you can. The morning of the registration, you can do so. You can also reach out to the foundation via our Facebook page
Inbox
and
us.
inbox us, and we'll definitely provide information so that you can reach out and we can receive
And
the
the ride
donation.
begins at what time?
6:30.
6:30.
6:30.
Registration
Right.
starts at
Yeah.
6 and 6:30. We want to kick off and
Be there
hit the
for
pavement.
5:30.
Just to get understanding, how many miles is this ride in total? Just so me to prepare my mind.
We're
I'll
gonna
give you
see,
my
we're gonna see
$25
Paul, we're gonna
and
see
then-
Paul out there.
I'll give you my $25 so you could donate. And
Okay.
after, you could ride for me and you.
Yeah, it's a good bit of miles, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's much shorter than when
usual.
it started originally from Cayo to Belize, and
Okay.
we've tweaked it a bit to encourage anybody who wants to
Do you
join in.
have an aim for how much you're hoping to make this year?
A set figure, no. We're just looking forward to as much participation as possible. Like I said, it's for the promotion of the foundation, and also, I mean, not only bringing awareness, but looking at the outcome at the end for the students and the scholars who will benefit from these scholarships that we manage and provide.
All right. Finally, is there anybody you'd like to talk?
Definitely, we have
Sponsors.
sponsors. We wouldn't be able to do
I
it
think I
without
saw
sponsors.
Louis over there just outside.
We couldn't do it without our sponsors.
So Galen University, like Ms. Sylvia said, they have been a partner from day one. We have Bowen and Bowen, Crystal, the Ordonez Bike Shop, the DigiOne. They have been assisting us a lot. Brody's, the Belize City Council, the Belize Police Department, and as well as the Belize Transport Department.
All
No,
and
like
all
I
the
said-
sponsors are there on
All
the
there.
screen.
Yes, yes,
Perfect.
yes.
Well, Ms. Cattouse and Mr. Hyde, thank you all so much. Continue to do the awesome work in changing the lives of our Belizean youths and children across the country. It's really appreciated.
Thank
you.
you, Paul and April. And Paul, I'll have a special nutrition package for you.
Perfect.
Yes, when you
Well done.
register, you get a nutrition package, and at the completion of the
Yeah.
race, you get an Ariel Rosado medal.
So
Imagine.
you're go for me and
Saturday
you.
morning.
From one initiative to another, one
Yes.
sport to another.
Yeah.
We are going to take the break, and when we come back, it's all about basketball and the Belize City Defenders. Stay with us.